Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2 o'clock, so we'll start the meeting. Welcome to the Development Control and Regulatory Board meeting this day, Thursday the 13th of June. I'd like to remind everyone present that this meeting will be broadcast live via the County Council website and will be also available for viewing on the County Council's website after the meeting. Please turn your microphones on when you are speaking and off when you are finished speaking. Thank you. Turning to the membership of the committee today, Mrs Radford is substituting for Mrs Richards and Mrs Fryer is substituting for Mrs Wright. Thank you. And Jen is substituting for you, and I think. Okay, moving on to item number 1 then is the minutes of the meeting held on the 23rd of May.
Second, Chairman.
All in favour? We accept. Thank you. Item 2 is question time. No questions have been received. Item 3, questions asked by members under standing orders. We haven't any of those. To advise of any other, item 4, to advise of any other item which the chairman decided to take elsewhere. We're not doing that either. Declaration of interest. It is noted that all members who are also members of parish, town, district or liaison committees will have personal interests in those applications which relate to areas covered by those authorities. Are there any further declarations? That looks to be no, Jenny. Thank you. Item 6 is presentation petitions. Have any petitions been received? No. Item number 7 then is the planning application, or the sole planning application we've got today. Nick, would you present the report, please?
Thank you, Chairman. Yes, this is an application for planning permission to construct a new agricultural building to house livestock. The application is at Penhill Farm, Coast of Vale. So the aerial photograph shows the proposed application site outlined in red. That will be served off a private access road which is owned by the County Council, but that is not an adopted highway. So Penhill Farm and Marriott Farm are both indicated on the aerial photograph. Both are in ownership and control of Leicestershire County Council, and they're leased out to farmers. So this shows wider context of the farm, the agricultural holdings. The M1 motorway is there to the western side of the farm, and you can see in red where the proposed livestock building would be located. This is a photograph taken from the edge of the M1 motorway, so the motorway is behind where the photograph is taken, with a cattle grid there in the foreground. The proposed building will be located roughly in the centre of that image, just adjacent to the cluster of existing farm buildings. This is the building that's proposed, so 6 metres high. It would measure approximately 237 square metres, very much in keeping with the design and scale of existing agricultural buildings on the site. The building would be clad, so with fibre cement cladding and timber cladding to 3 of the walls. So you'll see from the report main issues are in terms of agricultural, whether in accordance with agricultural policy, which you'll see that we've concluded that it does. It's very much in keeping from a visual and aesthetic point of view. The only objection we've received to this is from the owner of Marriott Farm, or the tenant of Marriott Farm, concerned about the access and the impact in terms of additional agricultural vehicles, mud on the road, those sorts of issues. As we've explained within the report, those are private matters, not planning considerations, and no highway safety matters arise from those concerns that should influence the decision. So you'll see we're recommending approval, no conditions other than the standard condition relating to agreement to the plans, and as I say, recommending approval. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Nick. I understand there's no comments from the local member, Mr. Payne.
That's correct, Chairman.
Sorry?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Oh, thank you. There's no speakers.
Mr. Gillard.
Pardon?
Mr. Gillard.
Oh, right. Okay.
I was just going to move the recommendation, Chairman.
Yeah, I was just going to get round to.
The speaker on the
I was just going to get round to that. Tony.
Thank you, Chairman. Can I move the recommendations, please?
Okay,
Second that, Chair.
Right. Been moved and seconded then, Jenny. Did you get that?
Lovely.
Yeah. Right, David.
I don't want the meeting to finish too quickly, Chairman. But I do know this site. I drive by it quite regular on the way to Lutterworth. And it is an established farming site. And the building will blend in with what's there. And the fact we've had an objection, I don't think it's going to make that much difference. It's there, the existing farm, and it'll continue to be there. And it'll blend in with what's there. So I'm quite happy to support the recommendation.
Thank you, David. Anyone else wish to speak? No? We'll take a vote on it then. All in favour of the recommendation?
Switch your mic on.
All those against? It looks to be no. Thank you very much. Come on to item 8 then. Any other items the chairman has decided to take as urgent? I haven't any of those. And item 9 is chairman's announcements. Well, just the usual thing to say thank you very much for coming, and we'll close the meeting. Thank you.